Hi guys! When I was watching our TED Talk video for this week, I thought it was really interesting that he opened with the example of the Super Bowl because it kind of allowed me the opportunity to think about the many opportunities that we have to talk with other people and how we use those conversations to our benefit or to drive our agenda, if you will, when we're having social conversations. So that was interesting that he talked about how people were talking about politics and other sort of social policy when they're at a Super Bowl party, which really, if you think about it, you should be there to celebrate the Super Bowl. But the truth is that when we get together, we start talking about other items or topics that are important to us personally. So when he starts talking about the tribes and tribe, in level one, two, three, four, and five, at first when he starts talking about the level one tribe being like prison culture or the culture of people that are just miserably unhappy, I could understand where he was going. And then when he gets to level two, the your life is not that great, but the world doesn't suck. So when he was talking about the DMV, I just started thinking about, I really hope that students aren't in my classroom thinking the way they do about the DMV in my classroom. And so I kind of looked at this video from that perspective and then thought when we got to level three and he's talking about, well, I'm great, but you're not. That took me back to the conversation that we were having about the teacher's lounge. And I feel like that one-upping each other or saying, oh, well, I'm great at this, but what have you done? Or making someone feel that way is oftentimes what's happening at our schools. And I think that we have a responsibility to shift that culture for not only ourselves, but for our students into more of that three, four, and five. I think that for a child, it's difficult maybe to see levels four and five for what they are. But I think that we as adults have a responsibility, especially those of us that are wanting to be leaders, to try to elevate ourselves to that level four or five and really being open-minded and making connections outside of what's normal to us. So I thought this was a great video and really helped me think about things in a little bit different perspective than I normally would. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say.